Hello everyone, welcome back to Simple Understanding. Today, we're summarizing The Machine That Changed the World by James P. Womack, Daniel T. Jones, and Daniel Roos. The book explains how Toyota changed the global car industry with a new way of working called lean production. The book came from a major MIT research project studying the global automobile industry, and it helped introduce Toyota's production system to the wider business world. What failed? Before lean production became famous, many car companies depended on mass production. Mass production looked powerful. Big factories, big machines, long assembly lines, huge batches, thousands of workers, large warehouses, cars produced at massive scale. But the system had serious problems. Factories produced too much inventory. Defects were often discovered late. Workers were treated as hands, not thinkers. Suppliers were pushed for parts, but not fully integrated into improvement. Customers had limited choices, and when the market changed, big factories were slow to adapt. The old system was built around one idea: produce as many units as possible and reduce unit cost. But that created a hidden failure. Companies became good at making large volumes, but not always good at making exactly what customers wanted, with high quality, low waste, and fast response. Imagine a factory producing thousands of cars before understanding real customer demand. Cars wait in storage, parts pile up. Defects are repaired later. Workers repeat the same tasks but are not encouraged to stop problems at the source. The factory looks busy, but much of the activity is waste. That is the key failure in the book. Traditional mass production created scale, but also created waste, rigidity, quality problems, and slow response. Which supply chain or operational decision caused it? The main operational mistake was designing production around large batches, specialized departments, and push systems. In a push system, companies produce based on forecasts, then push products into the market. If the forecast is wrong, inventory increases. If demand changes, the company reacts slowly. Several decisions created the problem. First, companies separated workers from problem solving. Managers planned, workers executed. If a defect appeared, many factories preferred to keep the line moving and fix the problem later. Second, companies kept large inventory as protection. Extra inventory looked safe, but it actually hid problems. If a supplier was late, inventory covered it. If a machine had defects, inventory covered it. If planning was poor, inventory covered it. The company survived, but it did not improve. Third, suppliers were often treated as outside vendors, not partners. The buyer negotiated price, but did not always build long-term improvement with the supplier. Fourth, product development was slow and separated by departments. Design, engineering, manufacturing, purchasing, and suppliers often worked in silos. This increased delays, rework, and cost. This is exactly what happens today when companies chase volume without flow. A retailer may buy too much stock because the forecast says demand will be high. An e-commerce company may overfill warehouses with slow-moving products. A manufacturer may produce big batches to reduce machine changeovers, but then customers wait longer for the exact product they want. The lesson is simple: local efficiency can damage total flow. Which framework explains it? The framework is lean production. Lean production combines the efficiency of mass production with the flexibility and quality focus of craft production. The book presents Toyota as the company that proved this system could outperform traditional mass production. Lean production is built around several principles. First, eliminate waste. Waste means any activity that does not create value for the customer. Second, build quality at the source. Do not pass defects forward. Fix problems when they happen. Third, just-in-time production. Produce what is needed, when it is needed, in the amount needed. Fourth, continuous improvement, or Kaizen. Workers and managers improve the system every day. Fifth, respect for people. Workers are not just labor, they are problem solvers. The Toyota production system is often explained through two major pillars: just-in-time and jidoka, or stopping to fix quality problems at the source. Its goal is best quality, lowest cost, and shortest lead time through eliminating waste. This is the real machine that changed the world, not one physical machine, but a management system. Real-world examples from the book and modern parallels. The first major example is Toyota versus traditional car makers. Toyota didn't win only because cheaper labor or better machines. Toyota won because it designed a better system. It connected workers, suppliers, production lines, and customer demand into one integrated flow. In a traditional mass production plant, if a defect appeared, the system might keep running and fix the defect later. In Toyota's system, workers could stop the process and solve the problem immediately. That sounds slower, but in reality, it prevents bigger problems later. The modern parallel is Tesla. Tesla also shows the importance of production system design. Electric vehicles are not only about batteries and software, they also require stable manufacturing, supplier coordination, quality control, and production flow. Tesla Automation says its manufacturing solutions aim to maximize efficiency and quality in gigafactories. But here's the mature lesson. Technology is not enough. Robots, automation, and advanced factories do not automatically create lean. If the process is unstable, automation can make problems faster, not better. Lean starts with flow, quality, and problem solving. The second example is supplier integration. Lean production does not treat suppliers as enemies, it treats them as part of the system. Suppliers must deliver quality parts at the right time, but they also need stable relationships, clear expectations, and improvement support. A modern parallel is Apple's supply chain. Apple does not simply buy random parts from the cheapest supplier. Its products require tight coordination across chips, screens, cameras, batteries, assembly partners, logistics, and retail timing. One weak supplier can delay the whole launch. The third example is Amazon fulfillment. Amazon's modern warehouses show how lean ideas appear outside car manufacturing. Amazon uses robotics, automated sortation, packaging automation, and inventory systems to improve fulfillment speed and reduce repetitive work. Amazon says it has deployed more than 1 million robots across its operations network since 2012. The lean connection is not simply robots are lean. The lean connection is flow. The customer orders, the item must be found, picked, packed, sorted, shipped, and delivered with minimum delay and minimum waste. If workers walk too much, that is waste. If inventory is stored in the wrong place, that is waste. If a packaging is too large, that is waste. If an order waits too long between steps, that is waste. The fourth example is Alibaba and Cainiao logistics. Alibaba's logistics network, Cainiao, is a modern example of using data and supply chain visibility to coordinate e-commerce flow. Alibaba describes Cainiao as a smart logistics network with end-to-end global capabilities, while Alibaba Cloud describes Cainiao's logistics cloud as tracking packages at every stage of the supply chain. This connects directly to lean thinking. In modern supply chains, waste is not only physical inventory. Waste can be poor data, slow communication, unclear visibility, late decisions, or disconnected partners. The fifth example is healthcare, services, and offices. Lean is not only for car factories. Any organization can have waste. Hospitals have waiting time, banks have repeated approvals, schools have duplicated paperwork, software teams have rework, logistics companies have empty miles and delayed handoffs. The book's message became powerful because it showed that lean production was not just a car trick. It was a new way to organize work. Key takeaways. First, mass production created scale, but it also created waste, rigidity, and slow response. Second, lean production focuses on value, flow, quality, and continuous improvement. Third, inventory can hide problems. Less inventory exposes problems, but only strong companies solve them instead of panicking. Fourth, workers should not be treated as machines. They should be trained and trusted to solve problems. Fifth, suppliers are not just vendors. They are part of the value stream. Sixth, automation is not the same as lean. A bad process with robots is still a bad process. Seventh, lean applies beyond cars to e-commerce, logistics, healthcare, software, education, and services. The machine that changed the world teaches a powerful lesson. The best companies don't win only by producing more. They win by producing better, faster, with less waste, closer to customer demand. The real secret of Toyota was not one tool. It was a complete system. People, process, quality, suppliers, flow, and continuous improvement, working together. And that's why this book still matters today. Whether we're talking about Toyota, Tesla, Amazon, Alibaba, or any modern supply chain, the same question remains. Are we creating real value for the customer, or are we just creating activity? If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to Simple Understanding, and ring the bell for more practical business and supply chain lessons. And tell me in the comments, which book should we summarize next?